Hello, friends and family, and welcome to the 2023 Champions Cup, presented by Bushnell. We are here at the W.R. Jackson course at the International Disc Golf Center in Appling, Georgia, and this is the first PDGA major of the year. I'm Holly Finley.
And I'm Connor O'Reilly, and I'm super excited to be here, calling some shots in the woods. Gonna have a fun card. Don't forget to check out Ace Run Pro on Instagram, Twitter. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. They're bringing some amazing coverage all season long, and it's been super fun to join and get to watch some FPO players and learn their games. Good look at all the fans pouring out for the first major of the season.
On this card, we have Ohn Scoggins, known as the best putter in the MPO and FPO division. She actually led the stats on UDisc last season. And next up, we have Henna Blomroos, very good power player from Europe on Team Innova.
And here we have Madison Walker, very accurate player looking to make a lot of putts to keep her in contention here. And fourth on the card, Macie Velediaz, very strong thrower, forehand and backhand. Let's see how she likes to attack out here.
First up, hole 1, 660 feet, par 4, 2 lanes to take, the left or the right if you're feeling the turnover, but I prefer the right-hand backhand. Get just past this stump, landing about here. That'll give you another choice of gaps into the green. Hopefully you can get up there for a birdie putt, but if not, like I said, this is a par 4.
And big props to Ace Run giving us those distance markers from the trees so we know exactly how far.
Teeing off at 9:37. First off of the tee box from Los Angeles, California, Ohn Scoggins.
Ohn, always a crowd favorite, and rightfully so. She's super entertaining with her big putts that she likes to make, and she's always kind of calling to the crowd for some entertainment.
Strong start for Ohn.
Next up, from Roma, Finland, Henna Blomroos.
Super excited to watch Henna throw again. The power she has is really at the top of the FPO game. Pretty impressive to watch. Wow, really gets some flip up on that distance driver shot.
Way past the stump.
Yeah, she's going to have like 330 into the pin there.
Florida, Madison Walker.
I've played a lot of rounds with Madison Walker in the woods, and she is one of the best woods players.
Oh.
Also, she, like Macie, has a good forehand and backhand. That was some tree love, wasn't it?
Super early.
Back in the middle. Nothing to see here, folks. Macie, one of my favorite card mates to have.
You just like talking southern twang with someone, huh?
Yeah, that might be a little bit of it.
And when Macie just catches that first center tree, but not the worst kick. Hole 1 is playing as the second hardest hole on the course, so let's see if this chase card's able to grab a birdie and try to make up a stroke, starting off on the first one.
Hole 1 is such a beast of a starting hole, both lengthwise and just intimidation-wise. It's a full power shot right at the beginning.
Yeah, full power gap shot if you elect to take that right side, and even down the left, it's tight enough that, and there's that wall of trees on the left that makes you really just think about it a little bit.
This is Walker's third shot.
Yeah, didn't really have a good run up, and with that tree pinching her stance, elected for the forehand. Good placement shot there. And I'm really glad that Ace Run went out and got the actual distances on all of these tree markers, because we're told that they're 400, 300, and 150, but knowing the actual distance and seeing that one as 360 something here on hole 1 makes me question everything I've been doing out here so far this week. Presented by Bushnell for a reason. Maybe I need to bust out that rangefinder.
Henna with a great shot gets a little tree love, and she'll have a long putt at birdie.
Ooh, just the last one to beat for Macie, keeping her out of circle 1. Going to be a long look from C2. Ohn with that morning sun shining in her eyes, pitches it up right under the basket.
I have to wear sunglasses. My eyes are too sensitive for all that. Blomroos for birdie. Not quite enough.
Yeah, this season I finally have played some rounds, actually tournament rounds, like with them on, at least while I'm driving. I don't really like them on the putting green, but
Ooh.
for throwing, I think it's necessary as much as we're in the sun to avoid getting those wrinkles.
No connection for Walker or Velediaz.
Strong putt into the right side of the chains there.
Madison's hand was like, don't clap for that.
She said, come on, guys, I'm not happy right now. Yeah, as an athlete with an ego, sometimes when you feel like you're getting pity claps, it can make you like even more angry almost.
Macie starting off with a bogey. Blomroos able to capture a par, as well as Scoggins with this easy drop in.
Yeah, hole 1 played at 0.49 strokes over par today, so showing y'all right here off the bat that W.R. Jackson means business. Hole 2 is going to be a big power par 3. This one is 390 feet, and you really got to come out of the hand on some hyzer angle with the disc that's going to flip up against that hyzer and want to go pretty straight. Clearing this ditch and getting a nice skip to maybe circle's edge, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself. The key here is just to throw the right stability and hit the timing, hit the gap. Ohn playing it flat out of the hand to try to get that extra distance, and just comes up in that ditch.
I feel like the ditch is a very common landing zone, and when you get over it, you feel like you've thrown a good shot. As we saw yesterday, I believe there were only 5 women in the field that got the birdie on this hole.
Henna, definitely one of the players looking to separate herself on this one, but just catches that last tree on the center line. I actually talked to Henna a little bit in warm-ups, and she was saying that she didn't like the changes to the course because she wants all those long par 3s so she can try to snag a stroke on the field. So probably one of the few players, other than you, trying to go attack your scores from old ones.
That is leaking to the right side. Can it sneak through that corner? And it does not. Everyone should have pretty decent scramble opportunity here.
Madison looked like she overturned that, but chose the right stability and got herself up there nicely for a scramble par look.
I like a supportive card mate. Henna giving her knucks after a good upshot.
Yeah, good card vibes can definitely make a difference. You know, obviously you want to play your game at all times, but
A world of difference, I feel. Ohn from the trench.
Interesting to see her going power grip on that one. I guess she throws all of her shots out of power grip, even the short ones.
She's so good at her up shots. That one, like hole 1, is just a drop in.
Macie pitching up with either a glow slammer or harp there.
Not quite enough, but no harm done really.
Unfortunate bogey there from Henna. Definitely an up and down she expects to grab every time.
She gave that putt just enough to get right in the basket, but not quite enough. I admire that as a fast putter that often goes far past the basket.
Course is playing tough so far. Can we see a birdie here on the third?
Check out hole 3. This is a par 4, a couple different choices off the tee. You can do a hyzer chip about 270. If you want to do a backhand turnover and push it to about 330 around here, that'll give you about 345 into the pin. As long as you can pick a gap and hit it, you should have a chance at a birdie. But this hole is really about positioning off the tee. As long as you land in a good open position to give a full second shot, that should give you an op at birdie.
Ohn pushing this one to the left once again, but it looks like she just catches the base of that pine tree, not allowing her to skip back into the fairway.
Macie looking to get around the corner. Oh, thank you, tree. That was really very helpful. She'll have an open shot.
Yeah, if you're not super familiar with watching Macie, she definitely has that kind of effortless power both ways.
Madison looking for more of a placement shot, and she ends up in that corner, possibly behind the tree. Oh, this is what I'm looking for.
Henna getting aggressive.
Turnover Roadrunner. Kind of in the rough. We'll see what she has to work with when she gets over there.
Yeah, when you get aggressive here, it's really easy to put a little too much turn or a little bit not enough. It's such a particular kind of nose-up turning shot.
Macie in a great position to attack the green for a 3. Let's see if she can hit the gap. Get there.
Ooh.
Same tree.
Disc not listening to her and apparently catches the same tree as round 1. That's the last one to beat coming into the green.
All right, Ohn's in an area that once was not that cleared out. So she actually does have a shot into the green. Not much flare skip. You can blame that on the pine cones. Oh, wow.
Ooh, going maybe for the forehand roller or just trying to get anything out of there. Hard to say where it ended up. Probably over on the left side somewhere. And Madison going 3-finger forehand?
Did you see that 3-finger? I think her 2 fingers were taped together, so she didn't have a choice.
I didn't know that.
You know, she had some, it was like finger or wrist or hand issues for a while. I think taping the fingers together was like her solution to be able to golf still.
Well, awesome to see her make that adaptation and be able to make it work. I mentioned in another round that Raven Newsom on the MPO side does that, and beautiful touch approach from Henna.
Wasn't it, though? See if Ohn can get this one right under the basket again. Wow. She's really accurate with those up shots.
Macie also just electing to pitch this one up. A birdie you want to grab, but don't need to press for.
That's true. Oh, that was a misfire. I hate to see it.
Oh, and after going 100%, circle 1 in round 1. Gonna see an end to that here, but hopefully that can be her only miss inside C1X.
Velediaz snags the par here on the third. As does Blomroos. Back on track after a bogey on the previous hole. See Macie's husband, Mr. Velediaz, caddying for her. Love to see that. And co-captain and teammate Jonathan Poole caddying for Henna.
Hole 4, such a specific shot. This course is all about specificity. Not a lot of holes where you get to choose options. Most of the time you're told what to do, and on this 327-foot par 3, you have to move the disc straight through the gap, play something with a stable edge that's going to take a nice kind of dumpy skip at the end to break through this line of trees that guards the green. Ideally you're giving yourself a circle 1 putt here. Definitely in the range of all these players.
Looking good out of the hand. Can it miss the trees and get the left skip it needs? Hey, that's a putt for Ohn.
Yeah, gonna have some obstruction with those trees. Let's see how she's able to navigate. Ooh, kind of an anti-skip from Macie. Stays a little bit too straight. Hopefully she can take an easy par from there. Henna looks like she's going mid-range, a little more height and hyzer.
Very well done. Crowd loves it.
Madison a bit inside and takes a kick the wrong direction. Let's see if she finds any scramble windows out of there. And looks like a forehand roller coming up. Wow.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
The magician out of nowhere. Great shot.
Pro level. Oh, look.
Must have been the caddy.
Friend and caddy, Zach Melton.
We miss you, Zach. We hope you heal up soon. Get back out here.
Macie has such good touch on her little forehand chip shots.
Yeah, it looks simple, but it can be hard to do sometimes.
Ohn for birdie. It
Oh.
wasn't high enough.
Yeah, I had to straddle out and might have been enough just to throw her off her game. Still a good bid.
Check out the bibs. All the matching caddies back there. The PDGA provided us with these custom bibs for the Champions Cup. Requirement that all caddies wear them. I think it makes us look even more professional.
Henna for the first birdie on the card so far this round.
Let's go, Henna.
On the third easiest hole on the track. Everyone else able to clean up a par and move on to the fifth. If you like throwing straight, this hole is for you.
Hole 5, par 3, 363 feet, a beautiful tunnel shot. If you can get something that goes straight and, maybe it turns a little bit to the right and maybe a slight flex back to the left, that would be perfect. I actually played with a girl today that parked it just throwing really, really high with a lazy hyzer at the end, and she got a 2. Very rare to see here. I'd love to know how many people got a 2 on this hole today. Maybe Statman Connor can tell us. Henna up first.
Oh.
Doesn't make the tunnel. She'll be in Narnia on the left.
The timing of this one has to just be, it has to be on. You cannot be early or late, even to the milliseconds.
And also taking Ohn to the same location. Let's see if Macie can hit the gap. Same tree. Last but not least, Madison Walker. Looking to get down into the circle.
Ooh,
I like it.
Plays a bit more understable at that
And a
left
little
side.
flex back. That's what I described. All right, we're putting for birdie.
Okay, Madison might be able to grab one of those rare birdies here on the 5th.
Yeah, that'll make you smile.
Yeah, anytime you execute this hole, you're definitely extremely happy. An early kick can make par extremely hard.
It's not as bad as it looked over there.
You know, I need to start using a towel when I go to a knee in the woods. I've had poison ivy on my knees the last couple weeks, and I should probably make an adjustment.
It's allowed. They also have a bunch of, pads and stuff. All these companies have neat little custom pads and neat designs, and yeah, you should do that.
I should. My knees matter. They don't deserve poison ivy.
Yeah, that's really well said. All right, Ohn with the perfect shot up there. She'll be putting for par.
Ohn pitching out with the destroyer, I'm pretty sure, just to try to get a little bit of skip at the end. Henna out of the hand. Just knows that one didn't have what it needed. A little frustrated.
Walker for birdie. Get up.
Oh. Another one just low out of Madison.
Always remember to aim just a bit higher on the uphill putts. Pro tip.
And if Madison was able to catch that, she would have joined 5 other players who birdied this hole. We saw birdies out of Holland Hanley, Stacy Ronsley, Allie Smith, Emily Beach, and Silva Saarinen. So good on you guys for piping this gap and collecting your putts.
Henna and Macie both walking away with a bogey here on the 5th. Hoping to get some birdies to wash those away. Ohn keeping it clean so far.
Kyle Klein stepping up for the birdie on 18.
Your Open champion, Gannon Burr. Another record-setting weekend on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Back-to-back weeks. Winner coming from the Chase Card. Pretty special stuff. Gannon Burr, Kyle Klein, 2 young superstars on tour, showing you how to get it done.
PDGA reinvests membership funding into support for programs like the Competition Endowment, Youth and Education Program, and Marco Polo Program, all of which help grow the sport in communities around the world. Get started today. Visit pdga.com/join.
If you like releasing a backhand as a right-hand player on steep hyzer, this hole is for you. It almost forces you into it to make the gap as big as possible. Playing gradually uphill, just under 300 feet, this par 3 is definitely going to be in that scoreable range, but if you do not do what it wants, it's going to be hard. Early hits on this one make par really difficult, and first key is just to hit that initial gap.
FPO getting a shorter pin this year than in previous years, and this is a rare sight to see someone taking that left route. Wow. Super impressive.
Making sure to stick to her strengths, choosing the skinnier left side, and executing well. Yeah, I almost forget that the left side is an option, but with this new pin being a little shorter, definitely attackable, just kind of one cluster of trees in the middle, but at that point you're already at circle's edge. Ooh.
Should be parable from there.
This looks great. Gonna get the ground play just inside. Hard to tell, you know, you feel good about it out the hand and you think you got up there, but you never know till you see your disc.
Henna checking out the Pine Needle Express, just sliding it right up to the basket. This is an aggressive bid from Macie. I like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
I heard the Pine Needle Express is the fastest train in the Southeast. Oh.
Just a little flatter.
Strong run out of Madison
sure
there.
Was. Scoggins for birdie.
See her kind of grabbing her fingers there afterwards. I don't know. Maybe her grip felt a little off. These Georgia woods are very humid, so.
It is quite sticky. Even me, I have very dry hands, but I've noticed my hands have been very sticky the last 2 days. I was trying to blame it on a new microfiber towel, but the reality is I think it's the humidity.
I kind of stopped using microfibers though, because I feel like during a rain round I would just always, like, we'd get to the back nine and all my natural oils from my hands were just gone, and then you have to like lick your hand every time you throw. And I've kind of gone to more of like the house style towels, just the
like
medium
a kitchen
size.
cotton towel. Oh,
yeah,
that's
just
the
the bathroom
best
ones.
actually.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
the best. Hole 7, one of my favorite holes on the course, 624, par 4. You can send a flat shot and let it move left, hopefully landing you right where this new grassy bit is. That'll give you a hyzer shot into the green. That's a good way to capture a birdie. What you really want to do off the tee is push that background as far as you can, and right when you get to it, let the disc turn left. If you try to throw a high hyzer off of the tee, oftentimes you'll chop off early and end up in that left area. Ohn pushes the background perfectly, and she's in prime position. They have opened up that deep corner near the landing zone. That could be sawed off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really asking for some luck from there, but hopefully she can save a par from that pinched off position.
It seems like because the hole turns left so much, it wants you to do that type of shot like Henna did, but that is not the only way to get there. Henna was really, you see how far out at the top right corner she threw her disc to end up where it did.
Yeah, I think she might have played a mid-range, it looked like there, so it didn't move the disc as far left as a driver would have there. And like you said, I think it is good to get lower here, because if you have that medium height shot, as the hill slopes away from you, your disc is just going to naturally want to find that bunker of trees.
Madison, a little off on the angle, catches an edge, and she rolls way down there. She's going to be scrambling for par. If Macie can hit the gap, she can get up there for a birdie putt.
Yes, she beats that one last pine that you know when you beat that thing, you're home free most of the time, and parks it.
Her husband loves it. That's a drop-in birdie.
Oh, looks like she gets around the tree as well, and that means she is to the promised land.
Perfect. Kind of like the tee shot, she kept it more flat versus going of a high hyzer. She didn't quite get that rotation she needed for the right release point. All right, this will be Walker's third shot, and she's put her hair up, so she means business now.
A little grunt on the throw for some extra distance.
Hey, I had some bodybuilder friends, and they said it's a scientific fact that grunting adds 5% strength. So
It truly is, and if you've ever done anything physically and exerted yourself, especially throwing the disc golf shot, like, try it out. It really does help. Have you ever watched tennis, guys? The grunts are real.
I do like that they put wood chips around the basket so it slows down the incoming shots a little bit. Ohn captures a birdie here on hole 7, one of my favorite birdies to get.
Yeah, I like not only the way they play in terms of slowing you down if you put a good shot up there, but also aesthetically they look nice on camera.
I agree. I always like it when people put mulch around
Everyone
their
going
trees.
statue mode. The looking
Don't
down
move.
always cracks me up though. It's like you guys can watch, just don't move.
watch,
You
don't
have
watch.
to. You don't have to look away. It is a sign of respect, so it's nice to see. But the head going down just always cracks me up. These are the best players in the world. Put the eyes on them. Watch them do their thing. Hole 8 is a par 5, not too long. If you can put your drive somewhere right around that marker on the ground, you're going to have a chance at throwing 2 relatively short shots to give yourself a birdie. If you can bite off enough distance, eagle might be on the table, especially for a player of Henna's backhand power, but backhand off the tee is a pretty tricky shape, so let's see how many players choose for the forehand here.
I feel like with Velediaz's comboed strength, she too could get a birdie. She can throw about 400.
Yeah, I'd say she probably has the best combo to get this hole for birdie.
Thank you.
Henna not as versed with the forehand most of the time.
Yeah, but Henna's so good with the turnover backhand. You know, that gives her also they're just both good. Gosh.
And yeah, if you can execute the turnover backhand, you can definitely get a little further up the fairway. Yeah, Macie peers it. Here's that backhand. Such a specific shot. You almost have to fade like 90 degrees right, almost even backwards a bit to put this one on the fairway. Super understable disc, and she absolutely pures
Loved it.
it. Wow.
Best shot I've seen of the weekend so far.
That root is going to be kind of pesky in her run-up, and she's a little bit pinched behind a line of trees, so let's see what she chooses. That'll work for Madison. Should be an easy way to get up there for birdie.
As long as you hit the tee shot, this is a pretty generous par 5. Macie, unfortunately, kicking over to the right side rough.
It looks like a fun die on Madison's disc. It looks like she's choosing just a mid-range to keep herself in the middle and play this one for birdie.
Also a very low shot out of Madison. The less height, the less risk involved with ricochets. As we saw, Macie's shot was fairly high, and that was a pretty strong kickoff to the right side. Ohn also plays a very low game.
Double checks her swing radius there and executes. I wish I was a better player with a tree in my swing. It's something that just always bugs me. I kind of have to go to forehand most of the time. Great standstill out of Henna. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Wow!
She just parked it for eagle. That's so good. That is so impressive.
Double nuts from the caddy.
Standstill from down here. Amazing run back from Flight Factory. They've got a tent set up out here, a booth set up. So go check them out. Get your Ace Run Pro gear. Maybe they got a chalk bag for those sweaty Georgia hands.
Velediaz's third shot. And that should be fine to capture a par.
And hole 8 actually played as the easiest hole on the track today. It was under fire from the field all day. Yeah, I just didn't get that one driven, little nose up.
That was a nice roll back to the bullseye. Madison looked a little stressed about that comeback, but it was nothing. She cashed it, got a par here on the 8th. And even though Macie, you know, got that ricochet and then hit another tree on the way up to the green, she was still able to capture par.
Yeah, maybe she tried to press for the eagle on that second and kind of cost her. Henna able to grab one of 5 eagles on the day. There was also about 20 birdies, so this hole really got played well. Kristen Tatar, Kat Mersch, Ella Hansen, and Jessica Weiss also able to card 3s here on the 8th.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's one of those holes I think the big mistake most of the time comes from trying to press for that eagle. If you're settling for birdie and you put that first one inbounds, you're good.
Welcome back, hole 9, 510 feet, par 4. Off the tee, you've got a couple different gaps to choose from. The right side is the most popular. If you land at this road or anywhere past it, I'd say that's a primo shot. Landing up here is Eliteville. That'll give you the shortest shot into the green, hopefully capturing yourself a birdie 3. Like many of the holes here, this has been cleaned up, including that middle section that used to be completely unplayable if you landed in it. Blomroos up first. I like the height. Is it going to get left?
Punches on this one, testing that back wall and fading in. Oh my goodness.
Eliteville.
Yeah. She is Eliteville.
I mean, you could practically jump putt up to the green from there.
P.O. Box number 1.
Scoggins making it to that very common landing zone of the road. You can still easily attack for birdie from there.
Yeah, she's on the side of the fairway where it's a little bit tighter of a gap. You got to get a little more creative. Henna's kind of in that big wide open window. It's going to be tough for Macie, but we know she does have that forehand. Probably what she'll go to coming up. And while hole 8 was the easiest hole in the course, hole 9 actually played as the second easiest. So coming into the turn here, you can try to grab some strokes and get ready for the back 9.
Ooh, look at this nice little window Macie had. Skip up there. Look at that.
Zach Mellon says he sees you, girl. I thought she might choose for a forehand over there, but the backhand window was a great choice.
Rewind that 10 seconds and watch it again. That was so good. Is this Scoggins' second shot?
Oh, no. Trying to access that leftmost side, play a high stalling forehand, but not able to execute. And Madison playing some great touch on that straight shot. We're getting some bonus commentary from Zach Melton. Always good to hear. Come on. Ooh. Ohn kind of testing that one on the up. And Henna, another standstill. This time going to be just overstable putter. She's got less than 150 feet in, and maybe a little more than 150, but either way, she's going to be upset with that yank.
Can she save the birdie putt? Drop in par.
Madison, maybe a little bit of camera nerves today, possibly, to cause some of that putting woes, because she putted great yesterday and well known for being a solid circle one putter.
Hate to be that close for birdie and not able to capture it. Scoggins walking away with a par. Or a birdie, excuse me. As well as Velediaz. No, Scoggins got a par. I must have missed a shot.
Yeah, she had that one hit the tree right in front of her.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
See, my brain always eliminates those.
That's good. That means you're a forgiving person. That's what that means. That's a good sign.
That was fun to watch. We even got to see a Schmeagle. Wow, super rare. Appreciate you guys tuning in to this round 2 front 9 coverage of the PDGA Major here at W.R. Jackson, the Champions Cup. Kristen Tatar sitting in first, Haley King in second. Look at that tie for third. And Allie Smith jumping into the top 10. I love driving into the park and seeing all these previous champions' names along the roadside. It's just a great honor to drive in and see that. A lot of respect for that.
Absolutely. And all the players who do get that board, I know is that extra motivation to try to get another one. A little bit of a slow front 9, so let's see if this chase card can pick it up and score some birdies on the back 9 here at W.R. Jackson. It's a beautiful spring day, not much wind to hear of, and temperatures are nice and cozy.